Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your general reading for May. Venus's retrograde will be here on the 13th of this month, so this reading will in some way speak to that energy, but there will be reading specifically for Venus's retrograde for all signs of the zodiac for your sun sign and all signs of the zodiac for your Venus sign. So if you know your Venus sign, check out those videos. They will be posted after I've uploaded all of these videos for the general readings for May, okay? But Venus is retrograde and lessons that you may need to learn will be in this reading. I just may not mention Venus is retrograde necessarily, okay? So this is for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, whatever Aquarius lands in your chart. If you identify with it, this reading is pertaining to that energy, okay? So there is a deity that has stepped forward. I won't pronounce their name, but I will put their name in the description box below, as well as what they're known for, so that way you guys can check them out if you want to. All right, so let's jump right into your reading, Aquarius. What's interesting is I was shuffling your cards, I laid them out, I was speaking to the deity that stepped forward for you guys, and they had me look over. Once I shuffle cards, I put the decks aside, but these decks, I laid them down facing bottom up, so the bottom of the decks are showing, and the deity confirmed to me that I was meant to see the bottom of those decks. And what they're showing me is there's someone who's older than you, or there's a number of people here. You may be dealing with a fire sign, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, or an Aries. There's someone here, I hope it's not you, Aquarius, I don't think it's you, I hope not, where this person has a tendency, or has recently, or will in the future, make a decision that is not backed up with facts. They will not make a decision based on facts. They will be misinformed. Be careful of this, Aquarius, because don't allow any decision that you make. It should be weighed. It should be thought through. It should be pondered. Okay? There are some things that there's some type of conversation or something someone has done or will do in this month of May where they're not giving you all of the information about why they're making a certain decision towards you. Okay? Make sure that you don't fall into that category. When you make a decision towards someone, whether it be maybe canceling plans or making the decision to stop talking to someone because they upset you or for whatever reason, make sure that you really think about your decision that you're making, and make sure that you speak to the person first, or if you don't want to speak to the person directly, step back and observe before you decide on what to do. Okay? Some of you all may have Sagittarius or fire. It could be Sagittarius or Leo. Some of you all have Taurus in your chart. Okay? Where I get this energy where if there are those of you who have Taurus in your chart, and even if you don't, it doesn't matter. Some of you all may have a tendency to make decisions, or you may have a tendency to make mental notes, to take mental notes about someone's behavior and then cutting that person off or holding anger in for that person. Okay? When that person probably made a decision where they weren't thinking and they didn't mean anything by it necessarily. Okay? Until you get more information about why this person is doing what they're doing or towards you, or maybe you feel like they're doing it against you. It may not be anything personal at all. The thing is there is no communication, there's no information here. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So someone is not communicating, someone is not divulging any information, or someone is someone involved in this situation, whether it be you or the other parties involved. No one has the facts, right? No one has the facts in regards to what is going on. Okay, because like I said, there may be a fire sign here. Male, masculine energy here. There's feminine energy, but there's also masculine energy, which is interesting. So there may be a mother or a grandmother for some of you where there has something to do with balance. It has something to do with an equal give and take here. That's what's at the forefront. What you give out should be what you should be getting back, right? And if what you're getting back is not what you're giving out, then there's a problem. There's a glitch in the system, you know? So there's earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So some of you all may be dealing with a mother figure who is a Taurus or an Aries. You may be dealing with a mother figure who is a Sagittarius, very masculine, because there's a lot of masculine energy here. But there's also a very strong feminine energy here as well. So there may be a female or a woman, a grandmother, a mother who is very masculine in how they communicate, or very masculine in how they deal with things. They may act first and ask questions later, kind of a thing. This is not your cue to try to fix that. Okay, Aquarius? So if you focus on your future. If there is someone who tends to jump to conclusions, maybe they feel like you did something wrong and they may do something or react in a way to punish you, that is not your cue to jump and pounce on them or to try to fix the situation, to remedy what's going on in their mind about you. You just sit back and relax, because if you're paying attention, if you're looking close enough to the situation and your actions, all you have to do is just sit back and just watch, because you already have the answers. You already have the information. So there's no need for you to, it's not your fault that this person is not paying attention, right? And it's the same thing. You have to hold yourself accountable. If you jump to conclusions about something and you mess something up, there's no one else to blame but you, because you weren't paying attention, right? But if you're paying attention before, while this situation is unfolding the way it is, nothing's really going to catch you by surprise, because you already been paying attention since jump. Okay, now again, some of you all could be dealing with a water sign. It could be someone who has fire, earth, and water in their chart, specifically Sagittarius, Taurus, and Cancer. So you could be dealing with one or the other, or all of the above. And there is a situation involved where someone is not paying attention. Someone is not open to information. Again, this person or this individual is about react first, ask questions later. And that can get them in, that kind of gets them into trouble. So again, this could be a mother figure who they love you, they care about you, okay? But they just have, and if they're a Sagittarius, if this is a mother figure who is a Sagittarius, because we have the Empress here. It's mother energy, feminine energy, very friendly. They can be very friendly. But when it comes to certain topics or certain situations, they may be full-fledged Sagittarius or full-fledged fire, okay? For those of you who have a mother or a grandmother, or you're dealing with a feminine figure who has those fiery tendencies, they're a little impulsive and they tend to jump to conclusions. Now, if this is for you, Aquarius, maybe you're a mother, or you can even be a father. This can also be a father who, has these, like you have the King of Water here, but this can be a father who's a water sign or a fire sign. Could be any sign, to be honest, but this person, very loving, they love you, they care about you, they want you to succeed, right? But they may not really see things the way you do, okay? And they may tend to say things and jump to conclusions without really opening themselves to understand the facts, okay? To understand your perspective, okay? So you may have a tendency to have really good listening skills, Aquarius, where you're willing to listen and hear people out before you decide on how you feel about it. But this other person, if you're dealing with another person, it could be a father figure or a parent, any parent, grandparent, great grandparent, or parent. They may not have those qualities. They may not, this person may be older than you again, whoever you're dealing with, they don't pay attention to what they don't have good communication skills. They're more about projecting and speaking over you, or speaking first and jumping to conclusions right then and there. You could, Aquarius, you may have something that you want to say to this person, or you're just having a casual conversation with this person, like with the Six of Pentacles. It's like an equal give and take. So this can be about both people communicating, okay? Both people maybe even working together, living together. But this person has a tendency to, they're not hearing you, right? They're not listening to you. They hear words coming out of your mouth, but they're, in a way, some of you all are dealing with someone who is just waiting to talk. They're not waiting. They're so, it's like they have this urge to talk over you, or to speak before you can get all of the words out of your mouth or finish a sentence. Okay? This is for some of you. And you show that you're willing to listen to them, and you're willing to hear them out when they want to vent to you about something, or cry, they need a shoulder to cry on. And you're just there just to listen, but they don't recognize that quality necessarily. Okay? So just because this person has such a big energy, I feel like this person has big energy, they don't understand what it means to sit back and watch. They prefer to get into, when that door is open, they are running through it, right? You're sitting back and just listening and just observing. That's what you need to do, because what's interesting, this has not happened for any of the signs that I've read for prior to you, Aquarius, which is interesting. But this deity in particular, she wanted me to look at your oracle messages at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Trickster and we have the Coyote. Okay, the Trickster says deceit, betrayal, and guile. And then we have Coyote, which it says revealer of truth. Okay, it says don't take things too seriously. Make time for play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So, Aquarius, that is the overall energy of this person. Now, if this is you guys, which I don't feel that. If you guys are parents, or you guys have a tendency, you have something in your chart that just clashes with other aspects in your chart, where you end up clashing with other people and you're not listening and you're just jumping to conclusions, that's not going to benefit you. Okay, so I hope that this is not you guys. Allow people to talk, understand the situation before you before you pounce on them, or before you just make an abrupt decision. Okay, but the fact that you have Trickster here at the bottom of this deck, this deity wants you to understand whoever you're dealing with, who you're dealing with is not someone who has your best interest. So if this is a mother figure or a parent, they have some ego issues that they need to, first they need to face it, they need to address it, they need to hold themselves accountable to it, right? We are all responsible for our own egos. No one else is responsible for that. Okay? So if there's something that this individual, again, they may be older than you and they may hold that against you, or they may feel because you're younger than them that, or you're less experienced than they are, that they have more to say and they have more that you can learn from. But that's not the case, Aquarius. You don't have to allow anyone to control you or to tell you how life is just because because of an age difference, you know? Because there's a lot of people out there who are older and have not learned a thing, you know, haven't learned much in life because they're stubborn, or because they feel, oh, I'm older, so that automatically or by default gives me more wisdom. That's not the case, okay? So don't allow this person to fool you into thinking that they know more than you. This person has had these traits for a very, 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 very long time. It was instilled in them in some type of way, and they're trying to project that onto you, okay? Do not allow this person to make you feel othered, okay? If this is a parent, this is some very, very strong ego, negative ego tendencies, very narcissistic, okay? They don't want to see your side. They don't feel that they need to see your side. And especially if this is a parent, that is a big thing, you know. It's been like this as a tradition for many generations. You respect your parents, right? But at some point when you become an adult, your parents are meant to understand that. They're meant to understand that you're an adult, that you have a mind of your own, and they can't hold that over your head, because at the end of the day, the older we get, our parents, they're still our parents, but there has to be some equal footing here, right? They can't just disrespect you or say any old thing to you and expect you to accept it just because they're older, or because they feel that they have some type of authority over you. They still have to respect you. I don't see anything in regards to you cutting them off necessarily. I don't see that, but I do see that there is an expectation. There is an expectation here of equal give and take, an expectation for you, what you put out, they should be giving back, right? Some of you guys are mothers, dealing with your own mothers, or dealing with your own parents, and some of them, you know, may put a certain type of responsibility on how you raise your children, and or there could be someone here who you're married to, or you're in a relationship with, or there's the father of your children, and they may not be giving. They may have a lot to say. They don't have empathy for what you're going through as a parent, along with them, as them being parents. And they may have a lot to say about how you guys should raise your children without talking to you first, right? So, or without both of you guys discussing it. Or there could be someone who has so much to say about someone that you're dating, or that you're married to. They have all these negative things to say because they feel that they have had more experience. So when you marry or get into a relationship with someone that they don't feel, that they don't like, they have everything to say about that person, and that's disrespectful to you, right? So always search for answers and information before jumping to conclusions. And if there's someone in your midst who is not doing that, at some point the universe will give you the information if they're not. So there's something in regards to information that is not being given here. You know, someone may even be being a little passive aggressive too. You know, not speaking, not saying what they mean, kind of trying to leave you in the dark a little bit. Someone may be talking behind your back, okay, about you and about your decisions. This is very unhealthy energy that I feel here, okay, you guys. So I'm gonna show you your actual oracle cards that were pulled for you. The cards that I showed you were the ones at the bottom of the deck that this deity wanted me to see. So just so you can have an idea of the type of energy that this person embodies. But the actual cards that were pulled for you is card number 37, the 𝑍�🋼🍊🍼, and it says shining hope future. Okay. And then we have the Lynx, which is your animal card. I forgot who else got this in their May reading. But you have the links, and it says the keeper of secrets. It says take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So Aquarius, what this is showing me is, and I'm going to read the 𝑍�👼 to you, but as far as the links, this is telling you to just sit back, relax, okay? This is not the time to get immersed in this person's energy at all. There is no more conversations you need to have with them. So actually reading this card, maybe you do need to cut them off for a little bit, okay? And trust that you've done nothing wrong. Trust that you've done the best that you could to respect this person, to consider this person's feelings, okay? This person may make you feel like you can't do anything right by them at all. This person is just not satisfied with who you've become. It's almost like they can't be proud of anything that you've accomplished at all because they have issues. And the keeper of secrets, those may be the secrets that they are withholding, is that they are not happy with themselves. They have not accomplished the things that you've accomplished. So therefore, they are trying to bash you and bring you down and anchor you so that you can continue to be on the level that they want you to be in order to control you. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the 𝑍�👼, which is Shining Hope and Future. It's card number 37. It says the 𝑍�👼 is the child of the darkest moment. Excuse me. Born when bright hope beckons you into a positive future. Born out of what has seemed to be the most hopeless space you have ever been within. This card indicates that you are now thinking magically. What you think, what you are, manifests about you at all times. I'm sorry, guys. Now, with this new magical mindset, you begin to transform your life into one of delight and hopefulness, and to uplift your companions with your vibrant, positive energy. When we allow ourselves to shine, we become who we were always meant to be. And by example, we encourage others to become who they truly are. You are a powerful role model for others. Keep up the wonderful work. You still have many experiences ahead of you on your journey, but this energy is now your companion and your divine inspiration. Make a wish when you see stars. You guys are ruled by the star card. Okay, that's interesting. You may even have a homeland among them. This beautiful card of bright optimism is full of the joy everyone feels when you are celebrating magical living. It is effortless and joyful to do this divine work. The 𝑍�👼 is the child born at winter solstice, so this card indicates a rebirth of positive light and energy after a time of lack. You are now about to receive great good fortune, and oh, how good the weight lifting off of your old self feels. So, guys, this person, recognize your worth. Do not allow people who don't see their worth and who are stagnant tell you how to feel. It's all, you know, the emptiest box or the emptiest barrel makes the most noise. This person is empty. They have nothing to offer, or at least they've convinced themselves that they have nothing to offer. So now that you being, if you guys are younger, if this is a parent, they do not, or a grandparent, they don't want to see you succeed. This can be an aunt or an uncle even, okay? Someone older, someone who is trying to project their insecurities onto you, and in some ways telling you, well, if I couldn't succeed and I still can't succeed, you shouldn't be able to either, right? This person can see your energy and they do not like it. Some of you all, when you were born, this person, and if this was a parent, tried to find reasons why you were an imperfect child. This is for a small portion of you. And if you guys have children, there may be a grandparent or your own parents who look at your children as if they're imperfect for whatever reason, okay? Again, that's for a small portion of you. This person has inner struggles and inner issues that even they can't even put into words or articulate themselves. Don't fall in this category, Aquarius. Do not allow this person to bring you down. Okay? So, that's your reading for the month of May. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys all the best of luck on this journey. Stay safe and stay healthy. And I hope actually to see you guys in your next video. All right, take care, guys. Bye.